Alright, what's up you sexy beasts? I have got a hell of gameplay for you today. As the title says, this is an only use me blade impersonation, and it's coming to you from Mr. Mudkips69, basically an unknown on YouTube. I think he's got like 10 subscribers when I just checked his channel. And I love it because I feel like this is our community at its best. This kid doesn't need to have an HD PVR to have the best goddamn gameplay I've ever seen. And a lot of people don't. And what it comes down to is there's a lot of games out there being played by people who can put them in their file shares, and people like me who have HD PVRs can go in, grab them, record them, and commentate them. And I've done that a lot on my channel. And if you're watching this on someone else's channel, you know, come check me out. Hopefully there's the link in description. I'm Verbal1781, and the guy who's playing is Mr. Mudkips Z with a Z there, 69. So go and check him out, because this gameplay is beastly, and I'm really happy and you know, humbled that he chose me and I was able to do that. So you know, $2 got in touch and said, hey, listen, you should commentate this gameplay. This guy's ridiculous. And I tell you what, he is not joking. To run around with knifing only, and I'll be 100% honest, it's an impersonation of only use my blade. He will definitely get up and use a chopper gunner halfway through this, and some dogs too, but to get knifing only and to do this well at knifing only, you need to know traffic patterns. You need to know traffic patterns, spawns, and an understanding of how your enemy is playing the game. And I think that's something he shows so well here. If you watch the way he came around that building, he was kind of hugging it and sort of moving to the side as he came around and got down on his belly, and he's watching traffic patterns. And you'll see him do these type of circling movements in the game almost constantly, where he knows, and watch this. That was one hell of a tomahawk. So not only is he skilled on the stick, like tremendously skilled on the stick, to the point where he sees the RC car, runs around the corner and kills the kid before he has a chance to do it, knows that this kid is still controlling the RC car and kills him, but he can also know traffic patterns, and I feel like to be able to do well at that type of thing. Here, another one, the kid's jumping and lunging at him, and he still stabs him in the head. You have to know traffic patterns, you have to be able to be good on the stick, and I mean, you have to be just an absolute legend to be able to play this game, and you know, he's fairly clearly able to do this tremendously well. So, you know, if you're looking for absolute epic gameplay, the channel is the place to be, Mr. Mudkips69. So, one of the things I find interesting is, you know, he stopped there and paused and watched a bit of the kill cam to see, you know, what happened to him. And it's only one of 2 deaths he's ever going to take here. So I think that's pretty darn important too. He's, you know, making sure he's okay and in a good, you know, area where his teams are still spawning around him. He's finding a nice little hiding spot, and he's going to go get up in his Huey here in a second and kick some ass. And I'll fast forward it for you because, you know, no one wants to see point and shoot, but you know, he's clearly kicking ass at the game. And I feel like this is one of the fundamental changes, and I talk about it on my channel a bit there. You know, the game's changed quite a bit for us, and statistics are part of it, and this theater mode where, you know, I can now grab a gameplay that isn't my own but is from someone else and analyze it and break it down for you guys and bring you some really exciting, interesting gameplay that I probably wouldn't be able to do myself. I'll go ahead and say I absolutely would not be able to do this myself, and it's really fun to be able to put this up on my channel, so I really appreciate you know, him doing this. But watch the way that he chases people. He knows that even at the end of the chase there, he needed to move around just in case someone was coming up behind him. He's out with his knife ready to go. He misses that slash, but I mean, clearly the other kid was just completely oblivious. And now it's about, you know, finding areas, and he's staying in small controlled areas where he knows if a confrontation happens, it's going to happen on his terms, and therefore he's, you know, to use Woody's vernacular, controlling the engagement. And look at that. You know, the kid's sitting down putting out an RC car, so there's not much you could do about that. And even in that, I feel there's a humility here. So obviously what we're watching is this in theater mode, and he was waiting and watching to see what the kill cam was, and he feels like he can learn something from this kill cam. And I really respect that in a player as good as this, because to me, clearly he's one of the better players at this game. Like this one-on-one, this kid would kick the crap out of me, clearly. But he still thinks he has something to learn from the game, and I really appreciate that, because I feel like we're always learning in this game. And, you know, knowing the ways in which to hide someone. And watch this. He knows that someone's probably going to come. He's got his knife out, ready to go. He's waiting for the traffic, though, because he sees, like, you know, he's trying to figure out where they're coming from. So he's hiding in the corner, watching where the red dots are spawning from. He notices that kid walk past him and then rushes around the corner to get the kill. And I think the difference between moving really, really fast and taking it slow like he is here and waiting and watching, and he sees the red dot and the kid's running past him, good. Now he's engaging on his turn. The kid's not even looking, and he misses the tomahawk, but there's no way he wasn't going to get that kill. And I think that's really important. I thought he was almost going to die there, but Mr. Mudkips is way too good at the game to let that happen to him. So I think what you can take from this is, first of all, if you need Beast gameplay, come all the way over to Mr. Mudkips. The link will definitely be in my description, and hopefully it'll be in any other video channel that you're watching this on. And if you want the commentary, come on over to mine. Here's another thing I like that he does. He's aware enough that he might have a ghost player, a guy running ghost on the other side here, so he might not be picked up. So he puts down a motion tracker there to see if someone's there. He realizes that he's safe, and then he moves on. That's not just someone that's running around like a headless chicken. He's hunting. He's specifically running routes and hunting so that he finds the best kills and makes sure that the engagements come on his term. And that's how he's able to do well. And forget the fact that he's even running a knife, which just makes it 10 times harder. This is a good practice for anyone, even with a gun. So, at this point, he knows that they're around him, but he just hasn't been able to find a kill here in the last 30 seconds or so. You'll also notice it's a ground war, so he's fighting for the last few kills here. So he goes ahead and kills that kid gets his Huey. He realizes that there's only 2 more kills left, and he's like, meh, I'll get them both. 1, 2. Oh, it was epic. So much fun to commentate. Guys, I really appreciate this and loved commentating this. Check out both of our channels, and I will talk to you all soon. Take it easy.